All right, so we want to congratulate all the junior achievement participants in the Entrepreneurship competition for 2020. Coastal is very proud to be a sponsor. And it's like times like this that reinforce the value of having an entrepreneurial mindset. It's important that you're bold when you're challenged, that you stay curious and you continue to learn, and that you're grateful for those that help you along the way. The situation has been a perfect opportunity for us to use our resources here at Coastal to help not just our associates, but also the community. So we've got a team of 5 women that really rose to the challenge, and we've started making face masks. We went from 60 pieces a day to over 300 pieces a day in just a few weeks. And I think it's important as you move forward in your career and in your life to understand the strength of a team and understand the strength of focusing on what your convictions are and what's important to you. So we wish you the best and look forward to this year's competition. Thank you.
This is Stryker. He works at Coastal Pet Products. He has the run of the place, but mostly he focuses on quality control. His human Jim founded Coastal Pet back in 1968, and the Stout family has continued to run the company ever since. With a name like Coastal, you might think we're in a big city like LA or Boston or even Miami. But we're actually based in the small town of Alliance, Ohio. It's a pretty great place too. Being in Alliance puts us in the heart of the country, and from here, we ship our products to your local pet stores, whether they're on the Atlantic, the Pacific, or even as far away as New Zealand. But maybe you've never heard of us. We've kept a low profile, but now we want everyone to know who we are and what we're about. Coastal Pet is committed to producing quality products that people trust for the pets they love. Coastal Pet has also been a huge part of establishing industry standards for product safety, strength, and durability throughout the years. Curving a collar's buckle to be more comfortable in a dog's neck? Yeah, that was us. Using a 3M material to create super reflective collars for nighttime safety? Also us. In fact, we make products for dogs and cats of every size, shape, and lifestyle. From adventurers to travelers to little pals and trendsetters. We've got the collars, leashes, harnesses, and toys that keep them smiling. We also offer products for grooming, travel, and feeding your pets through brands like Bergen and Safari by Coastal. Want to learn more about Coastal Pet, our amazing products, or any of our brands? Check out coastalpet.com and be sure to follow us on your favorite social media channel.
We also offer products for grooming, travel, and feeding your pets through brands like Bergen and Safari by Coastal.
All right. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us here this morning. My name is Josh Lehman, and I am the Director of Development here at Junior Achievement in North Central Ohio, and we're excited to have you here today to watch our virtual stream of the Entrepreneurship Challenge and Expo. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, we've had some challenges to deal with, and we are really blown away by the amazing performance of all of our JA companies this year, and those companies that during COVID-19 were still able to put together amazing presentations for our judges. And today with me, we're going to have a panel of entrepreneurship experts. We have Kevin Nelson, the founder of Nelderm, a manufacturer of hypoallergenic alternative wound care and PPE products. Katie Tolan, founder of CPA Growth Guides, a practice growth marketing firm. And John Dearborn, our founder and CEO of Advise and Connect LLC, a business acceleration firm here locally. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us here today as experts. I'm really excited to have you share your feedback with these students. So without further ado, we're going to run through and we're going to play the infomercials that our student teams have created this year for the virtual competition, and then provide an opportunity for our judges to give some feedback to the teams that are watching here this morning. So we're going to jump into it so we can get going. First up, we have Bookshare from Hoover High School, and their teacher was Mike Grady and volunteer was Joe Rosa. So this is the infomercial from Bookshare.
Hi, I'm Cameron Stopak, CEO of Bookshare, and today I'm here to tell you about some of the details of our company. At the beginning of the year, when doing research, we found that according to the Literacy Project, a reading foundation, that only 6 out of 10 American households do not buy a single book in an entire year. In addition to this, the Pew Research Organization also states that only 16% of Americans feel very attached to their neighborhood and community. Bookshare knew it wanted to help alleviate these problems simultaneously, and that's when we created the book box. You can see our one story here for $200 and our two story for $250. Now, why get a book box? Well, I like to equate having a book box to having a sports team flag or mascot logo in your driveway. It's something that shows pride in your community, and it also makes your community more unique at the same time. Now, while doing both of these things, it's also promoting reading every time somebody takes a book, shares a book, reads a book, and returns the book. Now, who do we aim to sell to? Well, we operate in a niche market where the target market is very narrow and we have a very specific target customer. Our target customer is usually a book lover who wants to spark community interaction with the use of a book box. On top of this, we also sell to public organizations like churches, daycares, nursing homes, places of worship, etc. So, why Bookshare? What makes us different than our competitors' free little library? Well, I can tell you that Bookshare installs our book boxes. We also have a $10 customizable plaque that you can see in the bottom right corner there that allows customers to display any message they're choosing onto the book box. We come pre-built, unlike competitors. A lot of competitors will sell it to you in a kit. And also, we are competitively priced. So, how do we have a sustainable product that's competitively priced? Well, I'll break it down for you here. We have two charts on the right if you'd like to see the percentages in specifics, but I can tell you that our labor costs $25 per box. That goes to our outsourced carpenter. We have $20 commission for incentivizing our salesmen on selling book boxes. Our materials cost $58 for a one-story and $75 for a two-story. And our profit for a one-story is $85, and our profit for a two-story is $108.75. Now, how many models have we sold so far? Well, we've sold 22 that brought in about $4,200 in revenue, and we plan to bring in an additional $3,400 in revenue in the upcoming months with our sales project, where salesmen will have to sell to 2 community members and give them a book box. Now, we broke even very early on in the beginning of the year with the sale of 2 book boxes. We were able to buy our materials for our next load of book boxes and start selling again. So how did we know that this would be a viable product that people want? Well, we held a survey and a focus group at the beginning of the year to help us. The focus group helped us realize that there is a demand for this product and people really do want this product. And also the survey helped us with product development, color, location where you would like to see the book box. So that survey is actually ultimately what got us down to the refined version of the product we have today. Now, with all of that being said, I would like you to help us and join your community in making it a more special place and get a book box today.
All right, thank you so much for putting that awesome to video together, Bookshare, to share your amazing JA company. So I'd like it to open up now to our panel of entrepreneurship experts. And John, would you like to provide any feedback to the team at Bookshare?
You bet. Well, thanks very much for that presentation. It was really terrific, and to Cameron and the team, well done. I thought, just starting off, that really good job explaining the problem and the background to that, and your thinking behind it. I wasn't entirely clear on what the product was initially, so I think it would be helpful to have a good elevator pitch, if you will, in terms of exactly what you're trying to accomplish. I think you assumed we might know, and I do know about these kinds of devices, but I think there may be better clarity that could be part of that. But the proof is in the pudding, and you did $4,200 in sales, which is terrific. Congrats on that, because if you can sell something and continue your mission, then everybody will benefit. So well done.
Awesome. Kevin?
Yeah, sure. So to piggyback off that, I would say you did explain kind of what you're doing a bit, but it would be actually really nice to actually see the physical product. If you had one of those book boxes right next to you, maybe one of each on either side, to get a better understanding. Maybe see some graphs during the video as well to get an idea of maybe a timeline when you started selling and kind of what some feedback was that you got on those. But I think the idea is very interesting, and we'll see what happens down the road here.
Awesome. And then Katie, do you want to share as well?
Sure. First of all, I really like your logo. I thought it was very telling when you're familiar with the product, so good job there. Also, I just want to say, way to go on going with a very, very targeted buyer and a very high priced product. That's not something I think a lot of people would have done. And I also love that you used a focus group along the way. Once again, that goes to show that you were really thinking outside the box to make sure that you had the right product for the right people. So congratulations on your risk. I think it paid off for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing some feedback. And as we go through today, we're going to play a video of each JA company. As a reminder, we'll have a picture of the team, and we're going to move on to our next one here so that we can keep going. And our next company, JA company, is Colorwall from Lake High School with teacher Aj Tampat and volunteer Ken Brott. So we're going to jump into that video right now from Colorwall.
Hello, I'm Sean Donahue, and if it hadn't been for Colorwall, I wouldn't have been able to speak confidently to you today. I've never been one to draw attention, but I notice a problem in today's society. We face ignorance regarding how our products are produced and the conditions for international workers. Our government has taken many strides to ensure fairness here, but overseas it's another story. Thanks to the certifiable fair trade process, this can change.
Hi, I'm Michaela Cutlick, and in our group, we have never heard of fair trade before, but our research showed that its non-traditional methods create self-sufficient producers. We found that nowadays 1 in 3 are willing to pay more for fair trade certified products because it ensures proper payment to the producers overseas and a sustainable production process. I was immediately drawn to this idea, and my passion led me to make a personal investment to the business.
Here at Colorwall, our mission is to connect individuals globally and in our community through self-expression.
Hello, I'm Adam Modena, and I have so much pride in dazzling our customers with something new every time they open a Colorwall package. In the past, I've been hesitant to work independently, but this business forced me to put myself out of my comfort zone, which was easier with such a supportive team. Introducing our product range, we offer fair trade certified tapestries to brighten a living space with a piece of art from around the world. They are made in New Delhi, India, from recycled fabrics, and every piece is unique in color and embellishments. They vary in size and patterns, but we currently offer 4 types of large tapestries: blue sky, ruby, elephant, and lotus. Another addition to our range is a small color your own tapestry with a pattern designed by our own graphic design student, and comes in a kit with 4 fabric markers and an informational card regarding fair trade to continue educating our customers.
Hi, I'm Angela Fisher, and at the beginning of this company, leading a team seemed like something I could easily handle. I can't deny how wrong I was. The obstacles were apparent as soon as we began our journey. Coming up with an original idea that we all felt attached to became even more daunting as we saw other businesses growing and moving forward while we were still stuck behind. Our director, Mrs. Tompa, and her volunteer, Mr. Brott, gave me helpful advice along the way and allowed me to make my own mistakes and learn from them. We sought the advice of an experienced fair trade shop owner, Beth Doherty, who taught us more about the fair trade process and connected us to a few places where we could source our products. After careful consideration, we selected one because they provided special deals, low purchase requirements, and extremely fast shipping. Our connection to Beth allowed us to have a great competitive advantage of selling online where most other sellers were unable to sell.
Hello, I'm JC Richards, and I never saw myself as a business person until now. I didn't think I could sell a product, but as I looked among my team, their drive pushed me to give it a try. I became the lead salesperson where we generated over $2,800 in revenue, with a profit margin between 42 and 56% within our range, with a net profit of $1,360. Our return on investment of 227% is important to me because I had doubts. I was exposed to the real side of business. We celebrated when we had a great pitch, and we worked even harder when sales were low.
We gave back to the community through SAFI, a local foster care organization, and with the help of their director, Becky. We were able to donate 30 color your own tapestries at a value of $300 to children in the system as a stress relieving activity. We continued our service by attending several of their volunteer events because we wanted to see the difference we were making in these children's lives because of our product.
COVID-19 shocked us all, but we persevered and continued to drive sales through door deliveries. We maximized on boredom with our coloring kits and home improvement by displaying our tapestries in real people's homes. I'm grateful that our team is willing to work through challenging times, even when they were given the option to quit. On behalf of ColorWall, buy responsibly and stay safe. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ColorWall, for that awesome representation of your JA company. And so we'll go ahead and jump right into some comments here. And Kevin, would you like to start this time and share some comments and feedback for the team at ColorWall?
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, I really liked the layout of your video, and I liked your annual report, by the way. I think it would have been nice to see a little bit more about the unit economics when you're talking about the actual tapestries themselves. But another thing I really liked was your learning experience. You talk about maybe how you started out and how you learned throughout and maybe the next steps you would take. And I think that's really valuable to point out how much you're learning throughout everything. So I think job well done. And I really like that you guys are focused on your mission. Being mission driven is really important.
Awesome. Katie, how about any feedback from you?
Yeah, I loved your backdrop for your video and the fact that you guys were all matching. I think I could use one myself. So I did love that. Also, I want to capitalize upon the mission as well, Kevin. I think, you know, the fact that you were attending events to actually see the impact of your mission, that's what makes it all worthwhile. So I was really excited that you did that. And then also that you were capitalizing upon children staying at home and with your self-color ones, you know. Would have loved to see you get that message out more. I have 15 nieces and nephews. I would have bought one for every single one of them had I known. So great idea. I love the direction you went there.
Awesome. John?
Thanks, Jess. Yeah, similar on the mission. I love the purpose in terms of the support of fair trade, your explanation of what fair trade is, and then your support of nonprofits. So the fact that you're kind of helping on both ends of the spectrum is terrific because the revenue helps in both those cases in an important way. Also, to reinforce the fact that the learning was such a big part of what you went through and what you learned from that, and you know, through the resources that you use and the networking you did, that's terrific. I think in the video, my one comment would be get to the product a little bit sooner. I think you got an exciting offering, and it took a while to figure out what exactly that was. You kind of had me wondering a little bit, but you eventually got to it, which is good. And really gorgeous annual report. Love the logo and what you're about. So well done, team.
Awesome.
Well, Angela and the whole team, well done.
Well, thank you so much, panel. And I just want to say again, congratulations to all the JA teams for what you put together this year amidst a very challenging time for all organizations and companies. So we're going to continue on to our next team from Concordia. And Concordia bracelets from Glen Oak High School with the teacher Amanda DeFaze and Mike Nieport and volunteer Justin Lepley. So here is the video from Concordia bracelets.
650 racial attacks against Asian Americans in 1 week due to COVID-19. 11 killed, 6 injured. Pittsburgh Tree of Life synagogue shooting. Cultural injustice in the land of the free. So we got to thinking what we could do about it. That's why Concordia Bracelets was formed. We got our name from the only person we saw fitting, Concordia. Concordia herself is the ancient Roman goddess of harmony. Our mission at Concordia Bracelets is to promote cultural harmony in our community by promoting diversity through our bracelets. All bracelets read equality, unity, and harmony in 4 different languages, either English, Spanish, Arabic, or French. Our first step was to come up with the concept of our bracelets. Once we had a set idea of what we wanted to produce, we went ahead with production. Our school has a Glowforge, which is a laser cutting machine. We experimented with that, but overall, it was not the best choice for us. we decided to look into outsourcing and found an amazing company that provides bracelets and engraving options. We also had to look at what our competitors were doing. They were producing their bracelets with lower quality metal and a higher price point, with our bracelets being $10 and theirs being $30. As you can see, we have high quality bracelets made of stainless steel. They promote community-based messages and they're unique. You can have a good product, but it doesn't matter if no one knows about it. So how did we get our bracelets out there into our community? We sold at a variety of markets all around Northeast Ohio, including the JA Expo, Countryside Market, Cleveland Markets, Akron Markets, and the Hudson Christmas Market. We also went to school and district events to sell bracelets and promote our company, our biggest night being Diversity Night, which fit our message perfectly. We even attended clubs that don't have to do with racial diversity, like the Gay Straight Alliance meetings, because we realized that diversity can be found everywhere. Meeting with prominent figures in our community, such as Rabbi John and Mary Bedell, gave us an insight on what we can do to help our community. We also had an active presence on social media. We posted wonderful pictures of our bracelets, celebrated each Heritage Month, and also where the community could find us selling at next. From selling B2C and B2B, we made $2,735 in sales. That's 237 bracelets. Each bracelet was sold at $10, though depending on where you purchased the bracelet, the price could vary. In the end, it's not about sales. It's about our mission. We wanted to give back to our community in an educational way. We wanted younger generations to get excited about diversity. So, we ignited the Concordia Challenge. Each elementary school was given an entry form and a set of directions. The children had to draw what diversity means to them. The winner from each school had their drawing made into a poster, and it's hung in the high school. They also received the Concordia Plaque of Diversity. We didn't just stop at the elementary schools. We wanted to create a movement within our own district. So we created community verbiage for the district, and hopefully in the future it spreads to other parts of Ohio. We wanted our community to see that Plain Local School District is a place where everyone belongs. If you are interested in learning more about Concordia and our mission, here's where you can reach us. If there's a time to come together, it's now. We need unity more than ever.
All right, that was another awesome presentation there. So we have an opportunity now to share some feedback. Katie, would you like to start us this time?
Wow. The storytelling that you used in this video really pulls you in. Really great job there. You know, I did sit back and say, gosh, maybe I would have liked to see somebody's faces, but I do want to shout out that you did a great job with the storytelling. Also loved how you differentiated yourself and how you really were able to hold yourself out on using the solids where your competitors didn't. And I also really like the Concordia Challenge. The fact that you took this out to the elementary schools and tried to pull people in and get excitement around your brand that way. Very, very interesting approach to put bracelets in the hands of kids so moms would buy them for their other children. So good job.
Awesome. John?
Yeah, so to Grace and team, well done. I really like the problem definition, kind of what you kick things off with. I think it's always helpful to understand what is it you're trying to solve for. And then your background on the sourcing and your competitive analysis, I think, was really, really thorough and thoughtful. Also, the aggressive sales efforts at various events and the like, and the use of networking was really significant and yielded real results. So you worked hard, you got some results. It helped your mission. I also like the challenge as well. The involvement of the community. It seems you're a bit more nonprofit than a social enterprise, which is great either way. But it was really, really well done, and hats off to you and your team, and a gorgeous annual report as well to cap it all off.
Awesome. Kevin?
Yeah, I would say overall you had phenomenal organization of your presentation. I mean, kudos. It was really, really nice. I agree. I would like to have seen maybe your faces throughout that, but there's only so much you can put on the screen. So you're working with what you got. I would say your product is really clean. It's very professional looking. Nice job on your packaging. it's very obvious what your mission is and then how that drives your unique sales. I think that's where a lot of your innovation is tied into. However, I think I would have liked to learn a little bit more about how the product itself is innovative and then how that gives you some sort of competitive advantage against, the competition. Again, strong mission, but there is still competition out there, and let us know how you're going to be strong and thrive as a business. So nice job.
Awesome. Well, we're going to keep moving along into the next video here. And the next team we have for our JA company this year is the Green Promise from Barberton High School with their teacher, Samantha Caldwell. And we're going to jump into their video right now.
Hello, I'm Melissa Volmer, Green Promise's CEO.
I'm Lauren Morgan, Marketing Director.
I'm Carla James, Sales Director.
I'm Cheyenne Conkle, Finance Director.
I'm Elizabeth Duffield.
I'm Molly Carpenter, and we are the Supply Chain Managers.
And we are the Green Promise, a JA company. The Green Promise is a team of 6, so we may seem like a small group. However, we have big intentions and big ideas. We started our company in our classroom at Barberton High School, and we will end it in the comfort of our own homes during this coronacation, working hard to keep our company up and running smoothly.
We are the juniors of Barberton High School's marketing class. We are also members of DECA. DECA helps us learn how to start and run our own business. The reason we joined JA is because it gave us a new opportunity to truly start our own business and get the full real-world experience. It has been a wonderful learning opportunity so far.
We wanted to help our community through the sale of our products, so we chose to sell something around the idea of mental health. Through this, we made the Peachtree Bundles that helps anxiety and stress. Our Peachtree Bundles consist of a diffuser necklace, colored belts to go inside the necklace, and your choice of essential oil. All the oils that we sell help anxiety. We also teamed up with Child Guidance and Family Solutions that is gaining 10% of our profits.
Our first 100 bundles sold very quickly. However, we did run into some big challenges. Our first major challenge was a supply chain disruption. The company that provided our necklaces was based in China, and they couldn't ship us our necklaces due to Chinese New Year. And then COVID-19 happened, and we were not able to replenish our stock of necklaces. This caused for our oil overload of essential oils, with a disproportionate number of oils to necklaces. And the latest challenge to overcome was the quarantine that makes it impractical to speak to our customers face-to-face while discussing our product.
During this time of COVID-19, we have been conferencing on Google Meet to figure out ways to spread the word about our product without seeing our customers. One way we've done this is by being very active on our social media platforms.
Because of these challenges, how we sell our products has changed. We decided to discount our products to help move it along. Because of our limited number of necklaces, we sold our full bundles for $10 instead of $15. Single oils are $5, and a pack of all 6 oils is $20.
One of our achievements was creating our website, which is extremely useful during this pandemic. We update the website every time there is a major change, whether it's a sold-out product or altered products. Our website is the-green-promise.square.site.
When the customers order from the website, there isn't a way to hand deliver our products and get that face-to-face conversation that can build a relationship between the customer and the company. Therefore, we promise a no-contact delivery and the shipping will be free. We are the Green Promise, and we thank you for your support and your time. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
All right, another awesome JA company. John, would you like to kick us off this time?
Sure, Josh, thank you. Well, to a listen team, well done. I thought it was a really good presentation. Would have liked to have seen a little bit more on the product early on, but I will say this is one of the few companies that had to pivot, and that's a very, very real occurrence in everyday entrepreneurship. So well done meeting that challenge and the learnings that you get from that. And well done selling the product. So great work, especially on the web sales. And would like to have seen a bit more on the financials in the video, but overall really well done and congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah. I would say, nice job. I think it's an interesting name that you went with, a nice name, and being a very, very product-driven company, I think the unit economics are furthermore important here. So I think it would have been nice to see a little bit more detail on those. It is a saturated market, the essential oils, but you guys have a very unique approach. I think your competitive advantage with the bundling is something not to be overlooked. So that's something I would probably focus on a bit more, but really nice job and way to pivot and handle the current environment.
So the power of video is the fact that we get to use words and images to tell our story and to paint that picture. And you used a lot of words. I would have loved to see a few less words on throughout the video, and maybe some more graphs, charts, images, that kind of stuff as well. However, let me say your supply chain issues are not uncommon. I mean, businesses everywhere today are facing the exact same issues that you had to face. So I love the fact that you pivoted. You dealt with what you had and tried to figure out how you made the best of it. And I love the free shipping part, because not only are you trying to get rid of your oils at this point in time, you're offering the free shipping to go ahead and do that. So would have maybe like to see how you were different a little bit more. I know I've seen these products online, very similar as well. So why would I buy from you and not one of them? But overall, great job.
Awesome. Another great presentation, and we have reached our halfway point with our companies competing in the virtual competition this year. And next up, we have another team from Hoover High School, Screen Break, with a teacher, Mike Grady again, and volunteer Joe Rosa. We're excited to show Screen Break's video now.
Do you know someone that spends too much time on their phone? My name is McKenna, and my classmates Pedro, Zach, Grant, and I are members of Screen Break. We found that the average American spends 5 hours a day on their phone. This is bad for their mental and physical health because it negatively affects productivity, communication, and sleeping habits, among many other things. The Screen Break Challenge is an interactive solution to excess screen time. Our $20 box includes 21 cards that detail an activity for each of the 21 days, which is the amount of time it takes to break a bad habit. Users are instructed to read the card assigned to each day and complete the ensuing challenge to cut down on unnecessary screen time. The competitive nature of the challenge is one of our benefits that sets us apart. It acts as a source of motivation for users that services like Apple's screen time feature do not provide. We conducted a survey and found that teenagers are the ones spending the most time on their phone. For this reason, our target market is parents of teens, because they are willing to buy the product to benefit their children and also themselves. We've generated almost $4,000 in sales from retail and wholesale deals with businesses, as well as door-to-door sales. We are going to continue selling our product to challenge smartphone users to break away from their screens to live a happier and healthier lifestyle.
Hello, my name is Pedro Tula, and I'm the CEO of Screen Break. McKenna did an excellent job of introducing our product, so I'm going to go into more depth into our business model and operations. Like McKenna said, excessive screen time is the root of a multitude of problems. Our target market is the parents of teenagers with smartphones because they are most likely to buy the product to help their children. The Screen Break Challenge is an interactive solution to phone addiction. After 21 days, we're hoping that people will be able to break their bad habits and reduce their excess screen time. In order to encourage completion of the challenge, we order the challenges to start out easy and become progressively harder. We also included a magnet that can be used to hang a card on the refrigerator to promote competition among family members. Now moving into the business model, we have sold 275 units and generated over $4,000 in revenue through a variety of sales methods. We have been successful in business-to-consumer sales through door-to-door sales and craft show appearances. We also sell our product online through our website. We have also found success in business-to-business sales, which allows us to sell our product in bulk quantities. We take a similar approach with our wholesale deals, in which we sell to retailers like Lee's Bees, who sell our product locally in North Canton. We are able to produce our product through Standard Printing, who prints our boxes and cards. Some of our key resources that have allowed us to be successful are programs like InDesign and Adobe Illustrator that allow our graphic design and marketing teams to design and create branding. As for our customer relations, we use our social media platforms and our website to connect, communicate, and fulfill the needs of our customers as we educate them on the negative effects of screen time. Our team members have a growth mindset, and we are constantly striving to become better workers. Training allows us to learn new skills, which is enhanced by collaboration. We have also consulted with several speakers through our business program at Hoover High School. These speakers have covered topics such as sales strategies, motivation, and leadership. People are aware that phone addiction is a problem, but they are not motivated to solve it. We address this universal issue by motivating users through competition. Alternatives to our product exist, but they are not as engaging or effective. One of our competitors is software programs like Apple's Screen Time feature. These programs limit usage of apps and make users aware of their screen time. These programs are ineffective because they can be easily ignored, similar to how an alarm is snoozed. Literature also exists on the topic that makes users aware of their screen time and promotes a healthier lifestyle. These books are not as engaging as our product, as they lack a motivating factor to incentivize reduction in screen time. While we currently sell our product locally, 66% of Americans exhibit symptoms of a type of phone addiction called nomophobia. Our company is relatively small, but we can scale even if we capture a small portion of this market. In order to do this, we need capital and a larger reach on social media. Capital will allow us to raise our marketing budget and develop a commercial to share with people who are addicted to their phones. Due to our sales in the first 3 months of operations, we believe that we can generate almost $60,000 in revenue by our 3rd year. We are confident that our product can help others because we have used it ourselves. My screen time went from about 4 hours and 30 minutes before the challenge to 2 hours after the challenge, which is the recommended amount of time to spend on your phone per day. Our product is proven to work, and we want to challenge smartphone users to reduce their excess screen time and promote a healthier and happier lifestyle. That being said, I want to know, are you up for the challenge?
All right, that was another amazing presentation. Kevin, would you like to kick us off this time for some feedback?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right off the bat, strong brand, love the name. I think it's very clear what you do and what your competitive advantage is by watching the video. I wish that was explained a little bit better in your annual report. I think that was one of only 2 complaints I'd have about the video, in addition to maybe more about your learning experiences. I would say that being a brand guy, a product guy myself, I really appreciate your innovation on your product. You're doing well now, and I think there's a lot of room to expand on doing like expansion packs down the road. So job very well done.
Awesome.
I think you did a great job identifying a problem. I mean, for all of us, how many of our phones are always within our arm's reach at a moment's notice? So I really like the fact that you went with that direction. I also like that you had a retail angle to that. Because this was a product that was so relevant, I'm glad you went that approach and found a retailer that was willing to put this in. In your video, I believe it was about a half of your screen time you said was cut in half. I would have loved to hear the benefits of that. Yes, we know you have to cut your screen time. We keep hearing that. But what did that mean to your life? I just think that would have been a nice icing on the cake of this. Good job.
Awesome.
Oh, sorry. Is it my turn? Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. Great job. Good problem statement, I thought, right out of the chute. I think, while we all recognize this as an issue, the fact that you took a little bit of time to go in depth on that was really good. And the fact that you made as much as you did in sales of 6,500 also outstanding in terms of your sales. I think the piece in terms of the product itself that I liked was a physical product. It wasn't an app, so you weren't trying to say, hey, you need more screen time in order to reduce your screen time. So that made sense to me. And then I guess the piece I was looking for through this whole thing was, does it work? Do you have any statistics that say, hey, we have this many customers, we did a survey, here's what you showed your own personal situation, but I think a bit broader as you grow, keep in mind, you've got a lot of statistics that you could call upon from your folks, from your users. So overall, great use of the website, social media. You had a real good growth mindset, which is so important in new businesses, and your ROI proved that it worked. So and the last thing, good ask at the end of your video. So overall, great job, team, and thanks for a beautiful annual report as well.
Awesome. I love the product idea. Certainly we all need to disconnect from our phones at times. So Awesome. Next up, we have the JA company Somebody Cares, and Somebody Cares podcast from Cloverleaf High School with teacher Jim Humiston and volunteer Michael Frazier. So here is the video from Somebody Cares podcast.
Go.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Somebody Cares podcast, brought to you by the students from Cloverleaf High School's Junior Achievement. Somebody Cares is being brought to you from the comfort of our own homes. Enjoy the episode. Our sponsors for today are Strike and Spare Lanes, Exxon Gas, Emerald Group LLC, and other donations. Today we have Grace, Jill, and Katie, and we are going to discuss our 2019-2020 Junior Achievement Company project. Grace, start us off by telling us what you do.
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm the president and CEO.
Hello, I am Jillian, and I'm the VP of Finance.
And hi, I'm Katie. I'm the VP of Marketing and Sales.
And I'm Allie, and I'm the Social Media Director. And Grace, can you tell us about our basketball games?
Yeah, so this year we had both a girls and the boys basketball game fundraiser. At both of the games, we had raffle baskets and 50-50 drawings. At the girls game, we presented 3 local families with $500, and at the boys game, we had a live podcast.
And then when we do these podcasts, we film them on a recorder, we edit them on an iMac, and then we post them using Anchor.
We were able to get all of our equipment and stuff from a grant that we received from Westfield Insurance.
And then Katie, can you tell us about the other podcasts we did?
Sure. 2 of our podcasts that we recorded, we brought in representatives from charities that we donated to, the American Heart Association and Hope and Healing. And what we did is we just asked them questions about like what they do, like why they do it and why it's important to them. And we donated $200 to the American Heart Association and $500 to the Hope and Healing.
And then we also got invited to the Hope Recovery Community Dinner. So it's every Saturday night at a local church, and we were invited to join this event.
Yes, here we actually held our own podcast, and we talked with members from the community that were at the dinner and the community director, and we discussed their personal struggles and with their addiction and getting through the recovery.
So then we were also in the newspaper. Grace, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one day at school, a member from the Medina Gazette came in and he interviewed us about our podcast and what we were looking to do with it and what we have done with it. The next day we woke up and saw that our article was on the front page of the paper, which was really exciting. And it was also a great way to communicate to our community about our project.
And then Katie, can you talk about our sales campaign?
Yeah, so one thing that we came up with is we wanted face-to-face action. So we went to the businesses around our community and spoke to the managers or owners. And we had a 3-tier advertisement sale, and we offered them to buy a sponsorship, and we would insert their ad into our podcast. And it was really a good experience for all of us learning how to sell and market.
Thank you for listening to Somebody Cares podcast. You can look for all of our podcasts on most podcast networks and find us on social media.
All right, another awesome presentation. And Katie, would you like to start us here this time?
Sure. Nice job with the video. I will say I struggled a little bit understanding what your product was, what your service was, how this came to be. I think it was, you had been talking for a little bit until you started talking about the ad side of it. And I was like, okay, I get there's a revenue kick into this, and are you really a nonprofit or are you a for-profit business? So I struggled with that a little bit. However, I do want to say the fact that you said you got a grant to produce this, that hats off to you. That's not an easy task. And I can only imagine your excitement when you woke up and saw yourself in the paper. I mean, I was excited hearing you talk about it. Those are 2 things that are not easy to accomplish. So while I was a little confused with what you're trying to do, I want to salute your success. Good job.
Yeah, I agree with that, Katie. I wasn't quite sure what the business was. I mean, it's a nonprofit, so some people don't associate, a nonprofit being in business. Well, they are. They have a mission, they have a purpose. How do you support that? How do they increase the support? Because ultimately, you're trying to do a good thing in the community. But the fact that can be relatively easily solved in terms of explaining that. The part that is harder to solve in a nonprofit is revenue, is getting grants, is getting donations. That's really tough, and the fact that you did so well at that, you're really to be commended. So you tackled the hardest part quite successfully. The fact you get a lot of learnings, good learnings out of it was well explained, very well orchestrated and articulate in terms of how you were organized and how you explain things. So overall, well done. Last thing is I would include some financials again, even though it's a nonprofit, people want to see how are things going, donations, how's the impact in the community. But other than that, well done, team.
Yeah, well done on the raising of the funds and explaining your revenue streams, because that is very unique being a podcast. I'm a huge podcast fanatic myself, so I think it's really unique, your approach and what you're bringing to light to the listeners. However, I think you're up against maybe how do you make it compelling and how do you get people to come back and to listen to the next episode. So I'd like to learn more about how you do that to retain your customers. Nice job on explaining your leadership. I like how you guys laid out in your annual report the roles and the duties of each person, and explaining what your learning experiences were. So job well done. And I like your logo, by the way. Very creative how you actually used your handprints. Nice job.
Awesome. Well, next on the list as we go is Duke Cave. And
do you know someone
back
that's
here,
right? So we want to congratulate all the junior achievement.
So Duke Cave from Marlington High School with teacher Scott Pittman and volunteer Denise Siebel. We have their video for you right now.
Hello, we are the Duke Cave. Our goal is to promote unity through apparel. Here's a little bit about us. We do Marlington Duke spirit wear and custom business apparel. We really emphasize on uniting a community through our apparel. Some of our key achievements and experiences are craft shows, sporting events, and our business-to-business sales. We donate 5% of all proceeds to the DeMonte Thomas Bigger Than a Bully Foundation and 5% to the Marlington Care Closet.
Throughout the year, we never stopped making continuous improvements. We experienced successes as well as failures when it came to our clothing, purchasing, and business decisions. We learned many lessons in purchasing and approximations on invoice due to mistakes we made early on. All through the year, we got better and better at making sales pitches as well as reaching out to more businesses via email or phone. We learned what our customers wanted to see from us in ways like a credit card reader and better social media outreach to reach as many people as possible.
Some of our local selling events include boys and girls basketball games, wrestling matches, football games, as well as selling through Marlington community. Some of our large-scale events include Coastal Pet, Frosty's, and Bell & Village Mall. Our target market is elementary through high school students and their parents as well as our teachers. We also sold to our Marlington Mad Dogs girls softball team, our Marlington State cheerleaders, and our newspaper club.
Hi, here at the Duke Cave, we try to reach as many customers as possible. We do this through social media mainly. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We do giveaways on there where you can tag people and be entered to win a shirt or something like that. We also have a website where you can see what events we'll be attending and buy stuff off of our website. We do gift cards. We had a custom logo that we designed, and then we ask customers for feedback to better our product so we can get it out to you and you guys like it more. Thank you.
We have had much success in our business because of the apparel that we sell. We have had high profits because of the low cost that we sell our apparel. Once a customer buys a shirt, we make them right away and get it delivered to our customer within a few days. All of our customers are very happy with our shirts and give us reviews saying that our shirts are very comfortable and that they are very high quality.
Here at the Duke Cave, we have sold over 395 units of our apparel, and 214 of those units were just t-shirts. We have not only met our break-even point of 35 t-shirts, or $232 worth of product, but have greatly exceeded it with around $5,000 in revenue. We have also exceeded our predicted sales of $3,600, with total sales of $4,663. In the past 6 months, we have made approximately $1,400 in income, which was $780 greater than predicted because our expenses and cost of goods were below budget. Thanks to our increased income, we were able to donate an increasing amount of money each month to our 2 charities, as well as continue expanding the variety of our apparel.
We would really like to thank JA for giving us this great opportunity. Thank you.
All right, another awesome presentation. Great job, team. And we'll open it up here to some comments from our panel.
Well, to Nick and team, well done. First of all, Duke Cave, I really like the name, even though I did not know until I asked somebody where the name came from. I'm not from that area, so I like the name anyway, but it would be nice to know if you had some background on that, would be terrific. I think the discussion around the learnings and why that was key is really important, because you learn so much in these endeavors. And one of the things you learned and grasped very well was the importance of revenue. And wow, did you achieve some great results, including the donation and the social element of this. So 4,600 in revenue is really, really strong. The fact that you had social media marketing and a website and e-commerce, also very strong. So really terrific results, and below budget on expenses, which is not easy to do. So all the way around, nice work, team, and congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah, way to go. I mean, there's obviously a lot of apparel options out there, so you're up against a huge, competitive landscape. But great job, really great job learning what the customers want and what they like. I like that you pointed out in your report that you did, I think it was monthly meetings. You had fresh designs. You learned what the people liked, and you honed in on that. You explained what your primary market is, but you dabbled in a couple other opportunities. That's really smart. Stay focused, but also don't leave anything on the table. So way to go there. Your financials were a little bit confusing. I've never quite seen financials laid out that way, but it was nice how detailed they were. So way to go. And where again can I buy a hoodie? Those are pretty cool. I like the one with the tractor. Nice job.
So I really liked the concept of this, having, work in a corporate setting, the fact that I could have custom shirts made was very cool. Did wonder, can I not go anywhere and find a Marlington Duke shirt? Was this a need within your school? Would have loved to just better understand where the idea kind of stemmed from and how you got there. Love that you branched off in the B2C side, though. Really powerful. Probably how you got to your $5,000 shy of, which is a pretty impressive number. I also like the fact that you talked a little bit about getting feedback, on a credit card reader and picking up your social. And you definitely did listen, because your social afterwards was a huge step up. So kudos on listening to your customers and moving ahead. Great job.
Awesome. And now we're going to move on to our last company participating in the virtual challenge this year. That will be company You Choose. And You Choose is from Hoover High School with teacher Mike Grady and volunteer Joe Rosa.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Hennigan, and I'm from You Choose. Research shows that the average person makes over 35,000 subconscious decisions daily. Some of these decisions aren't good, and this is where You Choose comes in. Our goal is to create a movement that inspires people to make more positive choices that leads to a healthier lifestyle. We decided to use stainless steel tumblers as a vessel to spread this message due to overwhelming popularity in our community. Our tumblers come in 4 different colors with an inspiring word engraved on them. Our red tumbler has the word strength to represent perseverance. Our yellow tumbler has the word positivity to represent optimism. Our blue tumbler has the word confidence to represent determination and assurance. And our white tumbler has the word honesty to represent purity. This is just our way of inspiring people in our community. We have a simple product that anyone can use to spread a big message.
Hi, my name is Nick Landy, CEO of You Choose. You guys just heard Mackenzie talk about our product and what we're trying to accomplish, and I'm here with a couple of my team members to tell you guys how we operate every day. Hi, I'm Nate Schuster, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what sets our company apart from our competitors. Many people think that our competitors are companies such as Yeti or Hydro Flask, but at YouChoose, it's not just about the cups. We try to spread our message and spread our brand more than anything. So we see companies such as the clothing brand Life is Good as more of a competitor to us. At YouChoose, our target market is not a demographic or group of people. Our target market is anybody who might struggle with honesty, positivity, strength, or confidence. We've generated over $7,500 in sales in just North Canton, and we've done this by starting to sell at our local basketball games and promoting our message through our social media pages. Social media has proven to be a huge outlet for our company. We use the hashtag YouChooseMovement on our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter to hear testimonials and talk to our customers. Using this hashtag, we can hear why people chose our products and how our company helped them.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo Welsh, and our strongest competitive advantage is through the local partnerships that we have made within our own community, such as Stark County Mental Health, the Alex Simon Foundation, Logan Sporting Goods, and joining the North Canton Chamber of Commerce. These partnerships strongly support our message and will back us up in what our mission is. A large portion of our revenue comes through B2B partnerships. A large majority of those sales are done face-to-face. An example of that would be going door-to-door throughout our own community. Our company has explored online marketing through the use of social media and Facebook ads to help generate revenue through our website.
At the start of our company, we needed to sell 47 tumblers to break even. We did this within the first 2 hours of operation of our actual business. With this high demand, we are expected to do over $12,000 in total sales. I think this goal is completely obtainable because at the moment we have over 9,500 in total sales. Proof of this is at a recent craft show we went to in October. We sold 65 cups in just 6 hours. And due to a recent survey that we put out, it shows that there's extremely high demand for product in the North Canton area and around our community. So I cannot see this demand going down anytime soon.
Come join the YouChoose movement now.
All right, another awesome presentation. So thank you again to all of the JA companies participating in the virtual challenge this year. Katie, would you like to kick us off for our last set of feedback?
Sure. So first of all, I'm all behind your mission, making positive choices. But as you're going, I'm like, seriously, tumblers with words on it? Like, how is that innovative? Oh my gosh, though, your sales tell me how wrong I was. I'm incredibly impressed by those numbers, by the strategic partnerships that you formed, which I think probably led to that. What was it? You sold 47 tumblers in 2 hours. I mean, that's a pretty impressive stat. So while I didn't understand, how this was unique to the market and why people would want them, people obviously wanted them. So congrats on a very successful business. Nice job.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Way to go overall on balancing both in your report and your presentation, both your graphics, the video, and any other supporting information. You made it very clear what your competitive advantage is with both your business and your product. A lot of times you either get one or the other, or maybe even neither. So nice job. That's extremely important. Due to the popularity of what you're selling, obviously it's selling like hotcakes. I'd be curious to know how you're going to keep ahead of volatility in supply chain and what you would do to maintain secondary suppliers. I mean, that is very important in a physical product company, but really job well done. Love the layout. Way to go.
Yeah, I can't say how how impressed I was, or just terrific job. I love the logo. I love the problem definition, the product outline. Just can't say enough about this. And the nuances of competitive positioning. This is not easy. You've done it, and all the effort you put into this really came through in the bottom line. I mean, the fact that you made the most sales of any of the teams that we reviewed, it just showed your hustle. It showed how you were able to attack this from multi-channel perspectives. And so, well done, team. Congratulations on such a strong performance.
Awesome. Well, thank you again to the panel for joining us today. We are at the end of our time for our feedback. And again, congratulations to all of the teams and all of the companies that have participated in our virtual challenge this year and to all of the JA companies. So we're going to go to an intermission here as we get ready for our awards presentation. Get ready to join us here soon. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
These are challenging times for all of us. Not long ago, we took for granted the routine of our daily lives. Life is much different for us now. We can no longer go to our favorite places, and we hope that they're still there when we're able to return. Working from home used to seem like it would be a luxury for those of us still able to work. And running to the grocery store now comes with a myriad of its own concerns. But we've discovered some good in all of this. We found that distance can bring us closer, that real heroes don't wear capes, though they may still wear masks, and that though we are all different, we are all in this together. At Junior Achievement, we are responding to this new normal by providing our programs to teachers and parents online and for free. We are doing this so that all of our children can spend more time planning for and dreaming about tomorrow, and less time worrying about today. But we do look forward to that day when we can see you again. The volunteer who shares their story with students, the teacher who welcomes us into their classroom, and the supporter who gives their time and energy to inspire and prepare our next generation. Until that day, though, we will do what's necessary by keeping our distance. Because while there's been a great deal of talk about what's critical and what isn't, we know at the end of the day, we are all essential.
So we want to congratulate all the Junior Achievement participants in the Entrepreneurship competition for 2020. Coastal is very proud to be a sponsor. And it's like times like this that reinforce the value of having an entrepreneurial mindset. It's important that you're bold when you're challenged, that you stay curious and you continue to learn, and that you're grateful for those that help you along the way. The situation has been a perfect opportunity for us to use our resources here at Coastal to help not just our associates, but also the community. So we've got a team of 5 women that really rose to the challenge, and we've started making face masks. We went from 60 pieces a day to over 300 pieces a day in just a few weeks. And I think it's important as you move forward in your career and in your life to understand the strength of a team and understand the strength of focusing on what your convictions are and what's important to you. So we wish you the best and look forward to this year's competition. Thank you.
This is Stryker. He works at Coastal Pet Products. He has the run of the place, but mostly he focuses on quality control. His human Jim founded Coastal Pet back in 1968, and the Stout family has continued to run the company ever since. With a name like Coastal, you might think we're in a big city like LA or Boston or even Miami. But we're actually based in the small town of Alliance, Ohio. It's a pretty great place too. Being in Alliance puts us in the heart of the country, and from here, we ship our products to your local pet stores, whether they're on the Atlantic, the Pacific, or even as far away as New Zealand. But maybe you've never heard of us. We've kept a low profile, but now we want everyone to know who we are and what we're about. Coastal Pet is committed to producing quality products that people trust for the pets they love. Coastal Pet has also been a huge part of establishing industry standards for product safety, strength, and durability throughout the years. Curving a collar's buckle to be more comfortable in a dog's neck? Yeah, that was us. Using a 3M material to create super reflective collars for nighttime safety? Also us. In fact, we make products for dogs and cats of every size, shape, and lifestyle. From adventurers to travelers to little pals and trendsetters. We've got the collars, leashes, harnesses, and toys that keep them smiling. We also offer products for grooming, travel, and feeding your pets through brands like Bergen and Safari by Coastal. Want to learn more about Coastal Pet, our amazing products, or any of our brands? Check out coastalpet.com and be sure to follow us on your favorite social media channel.
Sure.
All right, everybody, welcome back and welcome to the awards presentation for our Entrepreneurship Challenge and Expo presented by Coastal Pet Products. This has been a challenging year and we have had to put together this virtual competition, but we are really excited to be able to do that because every single JA company, all 15 companies and the 8 companies that participated in the virtual competition worked so hard this year to put together an unbelievable series of products and faced unprecedented challenges. So we are really excited to be able to share that with you here today. So thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to jump into Kim Stout, the president of Coastal Pet Products, to share some words of wisdom, advice, and feedback for everybody here today.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to all the students, the teachers, and the volunteers. I was thrilled that Junior Achievement was able to put this together and appreciate everybody's participation. I really think it shows the determination that it takes to be an entrepreneur and overcome challenges. It's cliche to say see those as opportunities, but everybody coming together today really shows that dedication and teamwork and effort to follow through. So we're excited to be a part of the celebration. As we looked at supporting this specific event, and Coastal has supported Junior Achievement for about 10 years, what stood out to us is that you learn so much when you work with others, and Junior Achievement has really been a great forum for our associates to work with students, to work with those in the community, to share their knowledge, but to also learn from each other. You can do so much when you work together and you commit. And so we're very proud to be a part of this event today. I'd also encourage you to be bold. I think with the current climate, we all find ourselves doing things a little bit differently and doing things we maybe didn't anticipate. And when I reflect on starting my career, there are things I wish I would have leaned into a little bit more or challenged myself a little bit further. So I'd encourage you as you work through a rather atypical time frame to continue to lean into that and take on things that are difficult, because you will achieve so much more when you beat those challenges. So Lori, we'll let you continue.
Thanks so much, Kim. And thank you so much to Coastal Pet Products. I first met Kim, I think, right at the end of 2019. And in our first conversation as the new president of Junior Achievement, I wanted to understand the history between Coastal Pet Products and Junior Achievement. And, we are really fortunate to have a company, an entrepreneurial company that a lot of people don't know about, this wonderful pet leash company, a fun place to go in Alliance, Ohio, that was started in the 60s, I believe, right, Kim?
Yes,
and yeah, she was very supportive when I asked if they would be our presenting sponsor for our competition. And it wasn't too long ago that we had our staff of 5 and then 5 people from the John S. Knight Center sitting around a conference table at the John S. Knight Center planning every detail of the in-person competition. And we were so excited. It was going to be a slick competition. And then obviously COVID-19 hit. And I have to commend my staff because I was very involved in the actual planning of the original competition. But we've had to pivot as a business. We're still a business. We're a nonprofit. We're a business. And my responsibilities have had to change over the last 8 weeks with relation to keeping our business afloat and our structure moving and our finances intact. So I just can't say enough about Josh, Ginny, Diane, and Denise, who really stepped up and pulled this together today. So thank you so much for doing that to my team. And it's interesting, Kim just said, we learn so much from working with others. Anyone who knows me well knows that I am not super tech savvy. I'm not bad for my age, but I could have never pulled this off. So Josh and Ginny are our resident tech experts. So I learned a lot today, not only about technology and the reaffirming how great our staff is, but wow, I am impressed with this group of young people. When I started as president, I knew that this competition was a well-oiled machine, had produced national champions the last 2 years, but seeing it come to life, even as a virtual event, I'm inspired. So thank you so much. I'm going to be smiling all weekend after watching all of these presentations. So thank you so much. Obviously, part of that pivot was if the in-person competition had taken place, there were 4 elements to the competition: the annual report, a live pitch, the commercial, and the trade show booth. So we had to change the way that we judged, and that was tough for us because we want to make sure that we're fair to everyone throughout this. So I do want to thank you guys had a chance to meet some folks today that are experts in the area of entrepreneurship, but we had some great judges that read through and scored all of your material. And that was Julie Messing, who's the Executive Director of Entrepreneurship Initiatives at Kent State University; Rika Barbaras, who is the Director of High School Programs for the Young Entrepreneur Institute; Tabitha Messmore, who is the Advisor for Venture Initiatives at Kent State University, LaunchNet at Kent Stark; and Matt Petruzzi. He is a local supply chain entrepreneur. So thank you so much to those judges. Also want to thank the teachers. I know your world was turned upside down on March 13th. Everything that you learned about teaching and how to reach your students kind of went away in one day, and you had to learn how to continue to reach your students. And you know, there were some teams that weren't able to be here with us today. And, you know, while we're sad about that, we understand, but I do want to recognize all the participating teachers and teams and volunteers from this academic year. And so that was Aurora High School, teacher Heidi McKenzie; Barberton High School, who was with us today, with Samantha Coldwell; Cloverleaf High School, Jim Humiston; Glen Oak High School, Amanda DeFaze and Mike Neoport; Hoover High School, Mike Grady; Hudson High School, Emily Barger; Lake High School, Aj Tompot; and Marlington High School, Scott Pittman. I also want to thank all of our participating volunteers. I didn't know what a commitment this was until I stepped into the volunteer role at Hudson High School. They had an interest in join the JA Company program. They had a new business club advisor this year, and they did not have a volunteer. Some of you might know that I have a son that's a senior at Hudson High School. He's not in the business club, but I spent many years in that community. So myself, along with Nicole Alverson, served as the advisors to the Hudson team. Thank you also to Frank Vitale, Michael Frazier, Justin Lepley, Joe Rosa, Ken Brott, and Denise Seibel. Am I saying that right? From Coastal Pet Products. And then thank you to the students. You know, I know that most of you are upperclassmen, many of you are seniors. And as I mentioned, I have a senior at home, and all of you have had a lot of really special moments taken away from you the last 8 weeks. And through our scholarship process, I was able to talk to 8 different seniors that we were awarding junior achievement scholarships to this year. And there was one thing that came through in every conversation I had, and that is resilience. I was just amazed at the ability that you have as kids to take what's happening and make lemonade from lemons. So I know that it's been difficult for you, and just what I just saw, I'm so impressed with the fact that you made it to the finish line in this environment. You are going to be some very, very successful young people. So thank you so much. And then with that, we're about ready to get to our prizes. So I'm super excited about that. And our 3 prize levels are $500 for third place, $1,000 for second place, and $1,500 for first place. So with that, I think Kim is going to announce the third place winner.
Be happy to do so, Lori. So in third place, we have Hoover High School. Congratulations to Hoover.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. I'm having a little trouble with my plug, so I hope my computer doesn't go out right here. I usually don't have technical difficulties. They've all decided to show up today. So, second place. I have to tell you, this was so creative, and I was so impressed with the social entrepreneurship that this company showed, and the beauty in your presentation. So, congratulations to our second place winner from Lake High School, Color Wall. And now our first place winners. You know, I never would have guessed this at the beginning when I learned what the product was. And I'm going to echo something Katie Tolan just said. It's just a tumbler. It's not just a tumbler. So our first place winners are You Choose. And what a beautiful, beautiful product, and so meaningful and so relevant today. With the mental health challenges we're having in our country, and even more now. Your sales were amazing, but there were so many other reasons that our judges chose you as the winning team this year. And congratulations to you. Well deserved. Thank you. Congratulations to Mr. Grady and Joe Rosa also for their part in mentoring this team along. And great job to everyone. Thank you.
Awesome. And I just want to say again and reiterate, it's amazing to me to see the wonderful, outstanding work that every JA company has done. Everyone poured their heart and soul into this competition, and in a year where we're all facing an unprecedented challenge, and it's amazing to see the work that everybody was able to do. And at the end of the day, it is that type of entrepreneurial spirit that makes me so excited for the future of the community here in Northeast Ohio. And that's why I am so grateful to Kim and Coastal Pet Products for supporting this event. This is only possible because of amazing organizations like Coastal Pet that go above and beyond to support the community. So I just want to say thank you again to all of our judges, to all of our experts that were on the call here today, to all the volunteers, to all the teachers, to all of our supporters, to everyone in the community. And we wish you nothing but the best during these times. So thank you again, Kim, for joining us today. Thank you, Lori, for saying a few words. And as we get ready to sign off, we have a few words from Jeff Wendorf, the superintendent of North Canton City Schools. He's going to come on with a quick video, and that is all we have for today. So enjoy the video from Jeff, and have a wonderful day. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Hey Vikings, I just wanted to say congratulations to our 3JA entrepreneurship competition teams. We're proud of you. I know you're going to do well, and just proud of you. I know you represented the Hoover High School and our district very well. I know we have 3 top teams, outstanding, Screen Break, Bookshare, You Choose. Very much proud of you, and hope you do well. Best of luck at Nationals, and go get them this June. Go Vikings!